there's primaries, competitive primaries in both the Republican and Democrat side. Obviously, I'm very sensitive to what the makeup of the Missouri Senate is.
Now, still to come here on Daybreak, we got the best deals for the lowest prices. You guessed it, your Epic Discounts report is up next. Stay with us. And in the meantime, go ahead and follow us on social media. We'll be right back here in about 2 minutes.
Clogged drains can disrupt your home, but Air Services is here to keep everything flowing. Whether it's a slow drain, a stubborn clog, or a major sewer issue, our experts have the tools and experience to get the job done right. Serving the Ozarks, we provide fast, reliable solutions with care and professionalism. From quick cleanings to advanced drain services, we handle it all. Don't let a clogged drain turn into a bigger problem. Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.
Don't you get nervous. Call Air Services today.
I'm Tim Hayes with Bishop & Hayes. If you are permanently injured in an accident with a semi-truck, it can affect you every day for the rest of your life. It impacts you and your family. At Bishop & Hayes, we have decades of experience handling semi-truck accidents. It's what we do every day. If you or a loved one have been injured in a semi-truck accident, call or text us at 417-222-2222, and we'll get you the answers you need.
The power of the knock is food. Your stew's delicious. I'm 88 years old, and I was with the Ice Capades when I was young. Now, being as old as I am, I lose balance. I don't like ending up this way, but what am I going to do? I got Meals on Wheels for the 5 years that I've been here. It's nice to know they come, and if you feel like talking, you can talk to them. I could talk for forever. They're totally a blessing.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Your roof enhances the appearance of your home's exterior, and it's the first line of defense against the elements. Owens Corning Duration shingles add impressive curb appeal and offer ultimate protection. Choose from 26 stylish colors to transform the appearance of your home. Save big today on Owens Corning Duration shingles and get an 11% rebate on your entire project. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Nick Bolton, and you're watching Chiefs football on Ozarks First.
Welcome back. Alyssa Bergamini and Ashley Howard are standing by with the best prices and this week's epic discounts from Consumer Resource BestReviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Alyssa Bergamini.
And I'm Ashley Howard. Now, before we tell you about all these great deals on products we know you're going to love, scan the QR code on your screen to save big. Because this week, we are all about getting fit and staying healthy, starting with the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7.
That's right. This watch does more than just tell time. It gives insight into how your body is performing day and night. With heart rate tracking, sleep monitoring, and AI-driven energy scores and wellness tips, well, this smartwatch helps you make smarter choices in real time.
It's sleek, lightweight, and designed to keep you informed without ever slowing you down. Next, if you are ready to take your juicing game to the next level, this 3-in-1 cold press juicer is for you. Its large feed chute lets you toss in whole fruits and vegetables with no chopping required. And with 99% juice yield, you're getting more nutrition in every glass.
And my favorite part, it is easy to clean. Who wouldn't want that? Perfect for busy mornings, snacks, or fresh juice anytime the cravings hit. Now, let's jump right to the Beacon Bungee Rebounder Trampoline. It's a fun, low-impact way to combine cardio and strength training all in one. Mix and match the bungee cords to customize your tension for any workout style.
It's a great way to get your body moving right from the comfort of your own home. Now, it is time for your money moment from Money.com. Gold is hitting record highs, and Money.com says more Americans are turning to gold IRAs to help protect their savings.
With inflation on the rise and markets feeling unpredictable, many people are looking for ways to diversify beyond stocks and bonds. Gold is tangible and has a history of holding value in uncertain times.
So when is the right time to invest? Well, there's never really a perfect moment, but moving even a portion of your retirement into a gold IRA can help you feel more secure about the future.
Getting started is easy. Open an account, roll over retirement funds, and choose IRS-approved metals, stored securely.
Visit money.com or scan the QR code now and request your free information guide with money.com's top-rated partners.
All right, let's take one last look at today's products helping save you money.
Head to epicdiscounts.com or scan that QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
And Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar Media Group. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Just go underneath the More tab and find it under the Marketplace option. Now it's time to check back in with meteorologist Tom Schmidt. Tom, I'm sorry that it's a gloomy Friday. A little stormy Friday, but
Birthday, you can do what you want.
right, and you know, I'm gonna make the skies cry if I want to.
That's right. If
Yeah.
you're in that kind of mood, I guess so. Nothing we can do to stop it.
No, it will be kind of a cooler weekend, but that's okay.
A little bit. We're going to start August on a cool and cloudy side after we get this rain out of here for today. 2 rounds of rain and storms. Wave 1 making its way through now. Nothing severe this morning. May squeak out some severe weather later this afternoon for parts of the Ozarks with a cold front blowing through. We'll take a look at that forecast next.
We've got your cast iron cookware at Arctic Food Equipment.
Amendment 5, the politician's tax shift scheme, hits seniors and those struggling financially hardest, with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and rent, and allows tripling of sales taxes on necessities like groceries, prescription medicines, and even gas, with up to 80% of Missourians paying more in taxes. That's why 5 kills your right to vote on new taxes, and Amendment 4 destroys your power to do anything about it. Vote no on their 4 and 5. Keep citizens in charge.
Dear Soccer, with Toyota's all-star lineup, everyone's game. From goalies to forwards and all their fans. Jump in, kick back, and let's go. Toyota. Lease the 2026 Camry for just $299 a month or get APR financing as low as 3.99% on Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Did you know that North America's most biodiverse heirloom farm is right in your backyard? Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield is a wonderland of rare and beautiful varieties from around the world, and they're yours to explore. Come and stroll through the gardens and tour the greenhouses. Browse through the seed store, stop for a coffee in the boutique, and savor the tranquility of a garden in bloom. It's an oasis from the everyday and an heirloom gardener's paradise. Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company.
Rising prices already have Missouri families taking on water. Amendment 5 increases sales taxes on everything. If it passes, we'll be drowning. Our safety valve, our check on the Jefferson City politicians, is a vote of the people. But Amendment 4 takes away that right, making it impossible to pass a citizen-led initiative. Let's keep our heads above water, keep our power and money. Vote no on Amendments 4 and 5.
All right, folks, looking at satellite and radar this morning, we've got storm systems swirling away and sweeping through the plains right now across Iowa. There's a cold front coming down south through Kansas and the Oklahoma-Texas panhandles. And that's where we're going to find our round 2 of rainstorms later today, this afternoon. Right now we're dealing with round 1. It's not severe, but there's some heavy rain going through central Missouri, mostly north of I-44 near Highway 54 from Nevada, Stockton, Osceola, El Dorado Springs, Lebanon, Camden, Lake Ozark, Warsaw, seeing some rain and non-severe thunderstorms this morning. It will be heavy at times this morning. There could be some flooding localized in west central and central Missouri as that moves in. Farther south, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, rain, more hit or miss and spotty. Now, that round 1 is going to come to an end around 11 o'clock. It'll be done as it moves off to the east. We'll find several hours of dry weather and maybe sunny and hot weather for the middle of the day today. And then 4 o'clock and afterwards, that front blows in, and that front with round 2 after 4 o'clock is going to kick up an additional round of rain and thunderstorms, mostly east of Highway 65, where we could find a severe storm or 2 later today. So round 1, whatever's left over, wraps up by noon. We're dry, hot, sticky, and steamy for today. And then by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, the front blows in. It'll all depend on the timing of that. And we'll find additional rain and storms to develop there, and some of those will be strong to severe as they move east. Now, the good news is it's not looking like an overnight event. So by midnight, a lot of the rain should be clearing our spots down to the southeast. Should be clearing West Plains, clearing Eminence, clearing Melbourne and Ash Flat, whatever's down there. Arkansas not going to see a lot out of this. But it's not an overnight event, but it will last till about midnight. The front blows through, leaving behind a cooler and cloudy day for Saturday. Maybe a few rain showers, and we're going to find some clearing to the west, but I think in Springfield it's going to be cloudy and gloomy for Saturday. Hopefully we'll place the clouds a little farther eastward, but I think we're going to be cloudy in Springfield tomorrow. That'll make for a gloomy day overall to kick off August. Tornado risk for today is low, but there could be a spin up or two to the east in the light green. Wind a bit more common of a hazard today, but still pretty isolated. Winds could gust to 50 to 60 miles an hour. More likely the farther east you go, as those storms will have time to mature by then. Rainfall potential, yeah, from here on out for today with round 2, we're going to find maybe a ½ inch to an inch within a heavier thunderstorm. But some spots, again, won't see much of anything. It's a scattered event. The weekend forecast overall begins gloomy. I'd say chilly by August standards, 78. That's pretty cool with a north wind. That all goes away, and Sunday looks a lot better, 84 and mostly sunny. 92 for today, that's about 1 o'clock, and then we'll have that cold front blow in with rain and storms, some severe weather farther east. The front clears the area before midnight tonight, and Saturday, showers to the east, cooler weather overall for your Saturday, marking first day of August in the upper 70s. Clouds go away Saturday night, middle 60s. Saturday night, that'll be very nice. Sunday morning, Sunday's a great day to finish out the weekend for you. 84, sunny, and still a north breeze. By the way, not humid for Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. So that'll be something to look forward to. And the humidity and the heat both come back next week.
Yeah, that'll be really nice, especially without the humidity. We're gonna feel a little bit like fall this weekend.
Yeah.
Ease back into the summer.
Yeah, I call Sunday and Monday 5-star cigar weather.
Okay. Yeah. All right, busting out the cigars for it. Nice, very nice.
Well, you have a nice day.
Well, of course, you have to then. Yeah.
Good day to be outside.
All right, well, Dunkin' Donuts is bringing back a fan favorite. If you want to carry your summer drink, hey, you got a bucket here. This time they have added an accessory, though. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, we actually tried this big old 48-ounce iced beverage.
Sure did.
We did, and it was coffee, technically.
Technically.
And these are $12, including the cost of the drink. Dunkin' also created a custom accessory designed to hold the bucket.
There it is.
Right there, and that can fit into a standard car cup holder. But there is a catch. The bucket holder is exclusively for Dunkin' Rewards members. The buckets will return on August 7th. So I guess they were a fan favorite. I know they only had so many last time.
Yes.
But this time... Yeah, now you can finally put that in your car.
If you want to. If you were on the road last time with your Dunkin' bucket,
yeah,
and you're thinking, man, I don't know where to put this thing. If it's in the seat, I can't reach it.
Yeah.
Now they've come up with a solution to put it in a cup holder with that special case.
And that works for some cars. I think you said for your car it wouldn't work. I don't think for my car it would work.
Wouldn't work for mine.
No.
Because the shifter's there.
Yeah.
In the middle of the console.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough space to put it in there.
I don't think so. I don't know. But hey, you know, if you want it and you want to take it in your car, you don't want to just hang on to the bucket.
Yeah, I can tell you when I had my truck, you know, those cup holders would fit just fine.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
All right. Well, now you know you got to get the truck again, buy a new car.
That's right.
To get this Dunkin' bucket.
That's a very expensive process.
Yeah, it's a solution.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a solution.
All right. Well, the high school cafeteria now has competition. Delivery services like DoorDash. Apparently, researchers at Johns Hopkins say nearly 1/4 of teens report having used their phones to order meals or snacks during school hours. The study also says the majority of those delivery meals are junk, including fast food, soda, and other sugary drinks.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe.
So responsible with their food.
What, you're telling me that a high schooler didn't order a salad?
Yeah, come on.
What? Apparently, if you are living in the western U.S., those students are more likely to use food delivery apps at school. I wouldn't even think to do this.
I wouldn't either, not necessarily.
That way, maybe it's just because, you know, I didn't really get into the, like, DoorDash, Uber Eats, like, thing until, like, college. Like, even
Yeah.
then, it didn't really ramp up until, like, the later years of college.
Yeah, I'd say so. Well, it was like during COVID that it became popular.
It became huge,
People started doing it. Yeah, kind of a wild thing. Now, did you ever pack your lunch, or were you more of a school cafeteria lunch?
I ate school cafeteria lunch a lot.
Okay.
But I did pack my lunch sometimes. I will say, in middle school, and my mom found this out just a couple years ago. Middle school, the only thing that I would eat at lunch, they would have a 0 sugar Powerade, so it'd be like this big of a Powerade.
Okay.
And then they had these little bundles with just 3 chocolate chip cookies. That's all I would eat during lunch.
That was it?
That was it. What was I thinking?
Oh my gosh.
First of all,
Wow.
what was I thinking? I don't understand.
I don't know. That's a high
good,
schooler
though.
for you.
Yeah, it was good. I gotta tell you, it was good. Wow. All right, well, Nike is releasing a new shoe innovation. It's meant for post-workout recovery or for those who spend all day on their feet. The Air Zoom Hyper Slide, unveiled with heat and massage features to relax after a long day. Slides have 3 levels of heat, reaching a maximum of 117 degrees, and 3 vibration level settings that run in 15-minute intervals. Settings can be controlled on the shoe or through their app. The Hyperslide will be available September 29th for $249. Would you buy these, Tom?
Wow. I don't know. Like, if I just bought a pair of new shoes.
Yeah.
And shoes aren't cheap, by the way.
No.
Like, these were $150.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, come on.
That's about how much shoes are, yeah. It's
So
crazy.
if you're doing an extra $100, and if it's for the sake of your feet and comfort, if you really need it, it's probably worth it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you are someone that you're just like, man, my feet hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
It might
probably,
just be worth it.
Yeah, it might be.
so.
It might be. I think it'd be cool. Like, if I were gifted those, probably, but I don't know if I
Oh,
could
man.
convince myself. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, see, I hate buying shoes.
Yeah, that'll
Hate
do
it.
it.
I hadn't bought a pair of shoes in 3 years.
I believe it.
Wait, what are you trying to say? Wait a minute. These were tennis shoes that I bought. Okay.
Okay.
I got some new dress shoes.
Yeah.
These are a little scuffed up.
No, they look nice. They look nice. All right, Lollapalooza has taken over Grant Park in Chicago. Fans who wanted the best seats in the house started lining up bright and early yesterday morning near the gates. This video shows the moment those gates opened at 11 a.m. Fans are rushing in there to claim their spots toward the front of the stage. General admission tickets for a majority of the festival have sold out, but a limited number of tickets are still available on Sunday. This year's headliners include Charlie XCX and the Smashing Pumpkins, Olivia Dean, and Tate McRae.
Okay.
Do you know any of those artists, Tom?
Smashing Pumpkins.
You know that one, okay.
I am straight out of the 90s, right?
All right, okay. I think Olivia Dean got a Grammy for Best New Artist.
Did she recently? Okay.
Yes, whatever the Academy Award is for that.
I know Charlie XCX.
She's a older millennial type. You would know one of her songs.
Maybe.
I can't think of what it's called right now, but you've heard it. It's in movies a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably familiar.
It's one of those. Yeah, you'd be familiar. Yeah. All right, we're going to head to break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
What Lori Rook says and what she does are day and night different. The real Rook actively led a DEI seminar, opposes President Trump's educational freedom accounts and parental choice. Liberal record funded by dark money liberal groups. That's the real Rook.
Stop waiting and start living. It's 2026. Get the Tier 1 brands you want right now. No credit needed, plus we'll deliver and set it up for free. All American Rental and Sales, your home upgraded.
Tough enough to lead American soldiers in combat in Iraq. Smart enough to keep us safer by locking away criminals as a federal prosecutor. Battle-tested conservative Bill Hardwick is running for state senate for the right reason.
Yeah, the state has got to spend less money than it takes in. A family household's got to balance their budget. The state has got to balance their budget and just be good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars.
Battle-tested conservative Bill Hardwick for state senate, the 100% pro-life, pro-Second Amendment defender of liberty.
Are you excited for National Night Out? We are too. The festivities kick off at 5 p.m. on August 11th, down at Metter Park. See you there.
Chiefs Kingdom, are you ready? Football is here. Catch every moment of the Chiefs on Ozarks First. We'll see you on game day.
Curtis Trent wrote the law making Missouri first in the nation to end state taxes when selling your home, small business, or farm, sponsoring a moratorium on new data centers, preventing utility rate hikes, protecting our property values and water supplies. Curtis Trent, the proven conservative.
And welcome back. Vogue is looking for its next dog to make the front page. The Dogue cover star competition is back after a successful first year. Last year's winner was Tango, who you see right here. Photos are judged on photo composition, the dog's personality conveyed through the photo, and good dogeness to apply for your four-legged friend. You can download the Vogue app and fill out the open casting form between now and August 4th.
All right, look at the dogeness of the Dogue.
I'm hoping that a local Dogue gets on there. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful weekend.
When Missouri families needed Bill Hardwick, he voted no. President Trump's education agenda? No. Pay raises for teachers? No. More funding for Missouri schools? No. Greater protections for homeschool families? No. Instead, Bill Hardwick sided with the same radical liberal unions that backed Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Missouri deserves conservatives who will fight for parents, students, and President Trump's agenda. On August 4th, reject liberal Bill Hardwick.
AFC Victory Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
America turns 250 and Buzz Pest Control is celebrating with red, white, and U savings. Call today for $25 off. 417-409-3802.
Amendment 5, the politicians' tax shift scheme, hits seniors and those struggling financially hardest with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and allows tripling of sales taxes on necessities like groceries, prescription medicines, and even gas, with up to 80% of Missourians paying more in taxes. That's why 5 kills your right to vote on new taxes, and Amendment 4 destroys your power to do anything about it. Vote no on their 4 and 5. Keep citizens in charge.
Lori Rook.
Lori Rook says Lori Rook and her Rook.
Let me clear some things up. As the mother of 2 conservative sons entering the workforce, I hate DEI. They're lying to you. I'm going up against the lobbyist favorite, and they're desperate. Trump paved the way for data centers, giving them mass utility breaks, and gave politicians unlimited power to raise your sales tax. I'm Lori Rook, the actual conservative in the race for state senate. I'm asking for your vote on August 4th.
Before kickoff, make sure you're ready for whatever game day brings. Catch the latest forecast with the Ozarks First weather app. Then watch the Chiefs right here on Ozarks First. We'll see you game day.
Today's Daily Pledge is proudly sponsored by Air Services, Heating and Cooling All Service Professional Plumbing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's Daily Pledge is proudly sponsored by Air Services, Heating and Cooling All Service Professional Plumbing.
Live from the Deputy and Mizell Law Studios at Ozarks First, this is Unscripted. Well, good morning. Happy Friday. We made it. Another week. And please welcome my special guest co-host, Miss Joey Powell of the Dickerson Park Zoo.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up early.
Yeah,
I know how you love it.
I know I love early. You know, I love early. This is my happy time.
Yeah, I prefer the mornings. I used to not be, though. I used to be the night owl when I did Branson shows.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to be.
You have to be.
If you had an evening show, Yeah, I'm not sure I could do it.
No, not anymore.
I can't stay
Not
awake.
anymore.
No, I cannot.
No, I prefer the mornings now.
I love mornings.
Yeah, but aren't you the type though? I think I remember we were having dinner one night and you said, "Listen, my morning is I get up and I'm quiet.
Yes.
And my coffee and I need a moment."
I have an entire routine.
Yes.
It cannot be interrupted. My husband knows not to wake up and bother that. Got my dog, my coffee, everything, and that's pretty much the only time of day that I am quiet.
Hello.
I know.
Have you met me?
Why are we friends?
Why are we friends? We are exactly the same. We appreciate that. Yes. Miss Joey Chu, give us a little recap. Ball of the Wild was fun.
Ball of the Wild was a blast.
Give us the overview, how it went. Okay. Everybody happy?
Everybody's happy. It's such a great night. It's the biggest fundraiser for the zoo. It has earned the reputation of Party of the Year.
Amen.
And it's over 700 people at White River. All the proceeds benefit Friends of the Zoo. And it's a very different fundraiser. We've all been to a lot of charity auctions, but once you walk in the door, you don't need a wallet. There is no program, there is no presentation, there is no silent auction. Everything is just a big party.
Can I say I am still shocked after all these years that no other organization has copied you? Because I've never been to another one like it. It's always and I host a lot of them, and I love the organizations.
You host a lot. We go to a lot.
We go to a lot, but I'm surprised nobody's taken that idea and used it.
Well, you know, I have to give credit to our board, and every year the board. This is our. It was in 2000, so not counting 2020 because we didn't get to have it. This would have been our 26th Ball of the Wild.
Gotcha.
And we've always had boards that get behind that model. And it is very different.
It's very different.
And a lot of people, they'll be like, wait.
Like how?
When am I getting asked for something?
Yeah.
What do I have
Where's
to do?
the program?
Yeah, where's the program? It's not the dance. Go out and dance. That's the program. And that's a lot of fun. It was a big time.
And the food was amazing.
Always is. Thank you to all of our local amazing chefs that have, and that's it. We've got a lot of people that are just invested in the zoo. And they realize how special it is for Springfield to even have one, and they want to get behind it.
And
plus, it's a party.
It is a big party, which I approve of totally. Yes, and then quickly, before we move on, August 13th, another concerts, OMB's Concerts in the Wild.
Yes, with Mark Chapman this time. These are just such a fun way to come out to the zoo after hours, which is such a special time. And I always say it's live music with occasional peacock accompaniment, because every concert the peacocks have chimed in, and the artists get a really big kick out of that.
Amazing.
It's fun.
And we'll talk more about the zoo as we go through the show, but I want to throw a few stories at you, see what you think.
All right.
Okay, I want your opinion.
Let's go.
Okay, if massive crowds are not for you,
Same, no.
not for me.
Except,
well,
Ball of the Wild.
Except for Ball of the Wild and the Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a quiet bike ride is the way to go, unless it's on this Red Bull built, what they call the world's most impossible bike course.
No, I would not even attempt it.
Oh my gosh, look at this. The course in England has ramps, angled jumps, zigzags, and
terrifying.
a seesaw. This is like a TV show.
No, that it is. What's the
know
Ninja
that
Warrior thing?
Yes, or that one, where they fall off. Oh, what's that called?
That looks terrifying.
This is terrible. Okay, multiple riders tried and failed to finish it. So I don't know if anybody...
Did anybody do that?
I don't know. So Red Bull has brought in a couple of professional stunt riders.
Okay.
Danny McCassell was the only one who could finish it. So a professional stunt rider is the only one who could do this Red Bull course.
I'm not sure I could walk it. Oh yeah, we could walk it.
I could walk it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Have you seen the show Wipeout? That kind of reminds me of that show.
Yes, that's what it was making me think of.
Yeah.
Yikes.
God, it just came. Although, can I say though, it might be fun to just fall in the water though.
Well, yeah, you can fall in the water without being on a bike. No bikers required to fall in the water.
No bikers required to fall in the water.
Yikes.
I gotta say, for the adrenaline junkies, I'm sure this is right up their alley. I'm sure they would love this.
They make it. That part would be very difficult. The whole thing. It's amazing what they think of. What can we do?
The time it took to build the course, and the money, and anyway. Well,
but we're talking about
luckily, we're not in England, and we're not doing it.
Nope, that's not.
And we are safe. Okay. Also, too, Duncan is bringing back its buckets, but this time it'll include something to make it a little bit more portable. What makes this portable? Each one will come with a holder designed for the bucket to fit in a standard car cup holder. Well,
Is that a bucket of coffee?
I think it's a bucket of coffee.
I would really thought it would have been a bucket of donuts.
I was hoping it was a bucket of, like, even donut holes.
If I'm thinking, well, right.
You know, even a bucket of donut holes I'll take.
Then you'd have a hole in the bucket. We should be doing their advertising.
Listen, Duncan, call us.
Hole in the bucket. You're missing it.
You're
big
missing
time.
it. The company decided to add it after they learned people wanted the buckets on the go. Not much of a surprise, as the bucket holds 48 ounces of coffee.
Wow. That makes everybody a morning person.
I mean, how could you not be?
48 ounces of coffee.
Iced coffee, 48 ounces. It's available on August 7th, which is maybe next week, and it costs $13. I gotta say though, think of Starbucks, and that $13 is not that much for a whole.
No, it's not, but it's a bucket of coffee, and also, like, my whole nutrition mind is going.
That's true.
That's a bunch of sugar and carbs in that.
Joey Powell,
yes.
I just had an idea for an invention. You came up with the hole in the bucket?
Yes.
A bucket of wine.
Yeah.
A bucket of wine.
I think that's called Friday night.
That's called when we get together
Yes.
for a dinner party.
Yes.
How many bottles can we go through?
How many fallen soldiers?
Next time, let's just put it all in a bucket and see if we can how much of the bucket we can.
You can do. Well, you know those glasses that hold a whole bottle of wine.
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah, I have one.
Do it! Because I love the TikTok
I have
meme
one at
that
a
goes,
friend's house.
the doctor said a glass of wine a night
Yes.
is good. It's like, well, there's my glass.
I have my own glass at a friend's house.
Yeah.
For that.
I am hoping and praying. Now,
bucket
when I
of
got
coffee.
here at
Okay.
4 something this morning, there was sprinkling. Was there sprinkling when you came in?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Tom Schmidt, it's a kind of a rain-in. What is it looking like for today?
A little bit of rain. You know, there'll be a big dry period in the middle of the day, but we got more rain for the afternoon, too.
I knew you had said that, so I was kind of prepared a little bit mentally for it, because I have to, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Rain and storms. And Saturday's going to be kind of a gloomy day for the weekend, but Sunday's going to be fantastic.
Hey, we'll take that.
I'll take it.
Take what we get.
Sunday fun
We'll
day.
get at least one good day in there over the weekend. It's going to be Sunday. Right now from the quad box, cloudy skies, a little bit of rain, too. See it off in the distance from the Ozark Haven Healthcare camera. Right there's a little bit of rain. Springfield, some light rain showers downtown right now. Looks kind of cloudy elsewhere with spotty showers around the area. The big picture is we have this larger storm to our north and west going through Iowa right now. A cold front extends southward through Kansas and the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. And that front's going to blow through later today. So until that front blows into the area and passes us, we're going to hang on to rain chances throughout the day. It'll be about 12 hours of rain, if not more than that. So satellite and radar, spotty showers now, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. A little bit more better coverage and heavier rain north of I-44 going through west central Missouri around the Truman Lake area, heading towards Stockton, Osceola, Hermitage, Camdenton, Lake Ozark, and the lake itself. Seeing some heavy rain move in there. Zooming into Kansas City, we have, again, some flood warnings out there. No flood warnings in our area yet, but there is a little bit of heavy rain for sure north of Highway 54. Here in Springfield, passing showers, but coverage is pretty spotty. That's the case also from Harrison to Huntsville, Berryville. Moving towards Yellville and Mountain Home, light spotty rain showers in Arkansas. As for the morning, nothing severe this morning. There'll be a break from about noon to 3 or 4 o'clock, and then after 4 o'clock this afternoon, the cold front blows in. Find a risk of maybe some strong to severe storms later today, especially east of Springfield. So looking at futurecast for the morning, some rain showers wrapping up, a break for the middle of the day, 4 o'clock and afterwards. Okay, we'll find rain and storms moving from west to east as that cold front blows through the area. Some of these could be strong to severe, and that'll clear before midnight tonight. The tornado risk is very low to the east for this afternoon. The damaging wind risk is a little higher, but still fairly low. Could find gusts isolated at 50 to 60 miles an hour after 4 o'clock today. And it could be, 7, 8 o'clock, but the earliest solution is 4 o'clock. So we're going to say after 4 for this afternoon. Cool and gloomy on Saturday. Beautiful weather Sunday. 90s come back for the middle part of next week, guys.
All right, that weather is too legit to quit with Tom Schmidt.
That was good.
I'm sorry, thank you. I forgot to tell you about that. Hey, coming up, we're checking with Tom Turton, who is live from the Discovery Center warehouse with something very exciting to show you. We'll be back.
Find what you need for your kitchen at Arctic Food Equipment.
Right here in Missouri, we've been helping patients smile for years. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, our teams live and work in the communities they serve. Because to us, you're more than a patient, you're our neighbor. We take the time to understand your needs and provide care focused on comfort, function, and confidence. Because when it comes to your smile, experience matters.
Ozarks First wants you to be our guest. Unscripted has teamed up with local restaurants to highlight some of the best cuisine the Ozarks has to offer. Be Our Guest is something local restaurants can use to feature their food and give people a glimpse inside their establishment. Tune into Unscripted and we'll introduce you to these great restaurants. You'll discover some you never knew existed and others you know and love. If you want your restaurant featured on Be Our Guest, email us at advertisewithus@ozarksfirst.com. Be Our Guest on Unscripted on Ozarks First, sponsored by Performance Food Service.
Unscripted on Ozarks First has teamed up with Fritz's Adventure to celebrate the educators who make a difference every day with a Golden Apple Award.
Teachers work hard for our children and our community. Now it's your turn to say thank you. Head to ozarksfirst.com and nominate a deserving teacher or educator for the Golden Apple Award.
Each month, we'll surprise one outstanding educator with a $150 gift card plus 6 all-access passes to Fritz's Adventure. It's our way of honoring heroes in our classrooms. The Golden Apple Award from Ozarks First.
I like weather. I'm passionate about weather. I get excited about weather. It rains, I walk outside to look at the weather.
And then your job, ironically, puts you inside, away from the storms that you really want to see.
We're answering some popular myths. If a tornado's coming, should you be opening the windows or not?
Do you go outside?
Is it too cold for snow? Look at that. That has been ruled at least EF3 tornado.
In this case, we actually have visual evidence of what this looked like as it was blowing through.
This is a beast of a system.
Watch Two Dudes in a Doppler on Ozarks First Plus.
Jamie Foxx is back.
I'm on beach
with the biggest prize on television.
$1 million. It all comes down to this. Hit it. Exact song title.
Tuesday on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
All right, friends, it's time to check in with Tom Turton, who is live with our friends from the Discovery Center to give us a sneak peek at something pretty exciting and amazing coming in their new exhibit. Tom, what have you got?
Well, I have to ask the question. You think you have bug problems? Right, Hunter here from the Discovery Center. Who's your friend? What's going on here?
Well, this is a giant praying mantis.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, so this one here is only 14 foot long.
Only.
I mean, a very reasonable size for a praying mantis. But we're actually out today at Discovery Skunk Works. This is our fabrication facility. Not very many people have even been here. And right now we're building the next cool thing that's coming to the Discovery Center.
All right, explain what's coming to the Discovery Center.
Well, the same way that these giant robot bugs have invaded our shot, they're going to be invading Springfield this September. So we have them staged up where they will be destroying the city with buildings at that scale. I'm not sure if that one's in shot right now, but big buildings between 2 and 4 foot tall that all of these bugs will be destroying as the guests learn about entomology, insect science, and other educational things.
Oh, okay. Well, all I can say is I'm glad these things are asleep right now because they really are kind of spooky because there's a bunch of different types of bugs all around us right now.
Yeah, but you're right. It's good that they're asleep. It's definitely good that one's not coming up right behind you right now.
There's a bug right behind me right now.
It's above you now.
Okay, up close. Let's do this. No, wait. Anyway, a lot of these bugs are going to be where they can learn about the entomology, all of that. What's the purpose of doing something like that? Because that's what the Discovery Center is all about.
Yeah. We want kids to learn about the science. There's Missouri Learning Standards that are really relevant to this, but this is way cooler than just reading about it in a textbook. We want kids to come in and have that wow magic moment when they see that hopping up as the first thing that they see when they enter the gallery, and above buildings that they recognize from around town.
Are these bugs they're going to destroy these buildings?
Yes, sir, that is correct. So we've got about 40 buildings staged up for them to destroy. I mean, people were really excited to have their building destroyed. First time you might hear that, but...
I don't think I've heard that sentence before in an interview at all. Now, you're not, by any chance, partnering up with Johnson & Johnson so you get Raid and stuff like that?
No, we don't have Johnson & Johnson in, but we've got a lot of folks from around town that were just super excited to have their buildings destroyed. Some of the bigger ones, we've got Missouri State getting the stadium destroyed as well as the library. Cox Health is going to have their South Tower get destroyed by us. And I know Brightspeed Ice Park is going to have its fiber internet ripped out of it.
I can tell you for a fact, I don't even need to do any kind of deep dig on it, but the grown-ups are going to enjoy this just as much as the kids do.
Well, and we're staging it up like a classic B-horror film, B-sci-fi film. So really, the grown-ups are going to enjoy that aspect of it, the nostalgia of it, and the kids are going to see something they've never even thought of before.
Okay, so when is it then again?
This is going to open the end of September.
Out at the Discovery Center.
End of September. We hope to have this open maybe September 25th, but definitely by the end of September.
Okay, I'm also noticing a big sign behind us right here about big rigs. What is this all about?
Yes, sir. So the next event we are doing is part of the Route 66 Festival, August 8th. With Larson Equipment, we will have a ton of big rigs in our parking lot, and actually not just our parking lot, but our whole block. So right alongside the Route 66 Classic Car Festival, we will have all of the big rigs that help build America. So cranes, earth movers, dump trucks, skid steers, everything in our parking lot. And they're bringing out some pretty interesting items. To kind of go along with the Centennial, they're bringing out some old cars. And I mean, the show is going to have cars from the 60s, maybe even the 50s.
Yeah.
These guys are bringing out all the way back to a wagon.
Now, you said your parking lot, but your footprint is much bigger than that.
Yeah,
with this.
we're turning it into a block party this year. So all the way basically from Jefferson to Kimbrough is going to be full of big, weird, interesting things. Like I know there's a classic ambulance coming. The wagon is one that I'm interested in. And I think that we might have some cool things that we could lift up with a crane.
You think? I'm sorry. It's just creepy standing. And I don't mean with you, I mean with the bugs. But again, tell them.
This is August 8th in the Discovery Center parking lot. And this is actually free admission as part of the Route 66 Festival. You can come see all of this stuff for free. So make sure to swing on by and check it out.
The machines that made Springfield what it is today.
Exactly, yeah. Wouldn't have 100 years
and
of
then
Mother
the
Road without
bugs
this.
that infest Springfield every day, right?
Yep, that's exactly it.
And knock down buildings and stuff. Okay. If people want more information about all these things that are going on at the Discovery Center, how do they get it, Hunter?
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, Discovery Center of Springfield. Check out our website at discoverycenter.org. And if you guys ever need equipment, like we needed to move a Velociraptor this morning, so if you ever need a forklift to move your own Velociraptors, reach out to Larson Equipment.
They probably have exactly what you need.
Exactly what you need, yep.
Hunter,
thank you much.
Appreciate you bringing your friends along with you. Okay, it is about the creepiest thing I've ever been in between. Again, not Hunter, but these two. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tom. Joey and I, our jaws were on the floor. We love those bugs. That looks so cool. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this.
This is Xavier Worthy, and you're watching Chiefs football on Ozarks First.
At Harry Cooper Supply, we've spent over 100 years serving hardworking Americans. Now, as we join the nation in celebrating its 250th milestone, we remain dedicated to the spirit that moves us all forward. Harry Cooper Supply, quality you can trust.
Hy-Vee Hot Deals means more savings. This week, Hy-Vee pasta only 98 cents. Hy-Vee Midwest Pork, Butterfly, or America's Cut Chop, just $1.77. Hy-Vee Cheese, $1.97. Butterball Ground Turkey Roll, $3.99. Blue Ribbon Classics Ice Cream or Novelties, just $3.99. Oscar Mayer Hot Dogs, only $2.84. Bartlett Pears, $1.99 a pound. And Frito-Lay's Kettle Cooked or Tostitos Cantina Chips, $1.99 each when you buy 3. The hot deals are at Hy-Vee.
I'm John, owner of Haven. Did you know that at least 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 20 boys experience child sexual abuse before the age of 18?
That's right, John. Typically, abusers are someone that the child knows, and that can be prevented. Learn how by going to gcms.us and clicking on Child Advocacy Center.
One caring adult can make a life-changing difference. For more information, go to gcms.us.
Lifting lives through kindness in action. Brought to you by The Social Connection.
In trivia, it's not just what you know, but where it goes.
Is the ghost hotter than the Tabasco?
Is the polar bear tail shorter than the giraffe? I definitely know this one. Put your answers in the right order.
I'm going to put that after.
Before.
Between. I am so torn. And you could win more than $15,000.
We must win.
We must win. Think fast. Play smart. Make the perfect line.
Weekdays at 1 on Ozarks First. Family Feud presents Great Moments in Bad Answers.
Name something women talk about at a beauty salon that starts with the letter M.
Maturity?
Oh, y'all in puberty yet?
Bad answers, great moments.
If you wanted to seduce the mailman, name something you might leave in the mailbox.
Casserole.
Casserole. Whatever kind they like.
Family Feud.
Want to put extra cheese.
Weekdays at noon and 5:30 on Ozarks First, Fox 49. All across the Ozarks, there are people making sacrifices to help our community. We're honoring these amazing people with a free breakfast. Thursdays on Ozarks First. Serving the Ozarks.
See Marcus Allen, a legendary football icon, as the keynote speaker for the 2026 Boys and Girls Club Thanks for Giving Gala.
Hi everyone, it's Marcus Allen here. I am looking forward to seeing everyone October 20th at the Boys and Girls Club Gala at the Branson Convention Center. Now growing up, the Boys and Girls Club was a big part of my life, guys, so looking forward to seeing everybody there. We'd love your support.
Go to bgcozarks.org to learn more. Ozarks First, a proud community sponsor.
Well, as most of you know, this year's back-to-school shopping list is more likely to include laptops versus college-ruled paper. In fact, technology is expected to be the largest category in back-to-school spending this year, accounting for roughly 34% of the total K-12 shopping budget. Joining us now to share practical advice to help families and students choose the best technology for the new school year is Colleen Novielli, Director of Mac Product Marketing at Apple. Colleen, so good to see you again.
So good to see you too, Jeremy. Good morning to everyone.
Well, good morning. And what features should families prioritize when choosing a device, whether for a student, a parent, or an educator?
Yeah, that's such a great question. This is, a big purchase decision for so many parents and kids going to college. Some things that you want to think about when prioritizing are, what are you really going to be doing day to day throughout your day on campus? And so those usage features are what's going to guide you to things that become a priority for the purchase. And so let's think about, are you going to be walking long distances from your dorm to your classes? Portability then might become something that you prioritize. Certainly many students are caring about a durable device. And then of course, things like performance, what major are you going to be taking, what apps are important to you to be able to use. And so the combination of those things really will inform what's a priority. And then for the next step, what you want to do is come on down to a retail store. If you're able to, we have specialists here in every Apple store who are going to talk to you about your specific needs and really help you find the right purchase, whether that's a Mac or an iPad, really give you the product that's going to be the best for you every day, both at college and then beyond.
And AI is such a topic right now everywhere. So how are students tapping into the power of AI for the school year?
Yeah, well, at Apple, we think that technology, when used effectively and intentionally, it's really something that can enhance the learning process. And so it can also, help with skills, critical skills like creativity, curiosity, and critical thinking. These are skills that the World Economic Forum has said are not only critical to the learning process, but then also beyond in the workforce. And so, when you think about AI, Apple, to us, it's something that we build in from the ground up with Apple Silicon to all of our products. From the neural engine to things like neural accelerators and the GPU, you're going to have a fantastic seamless experience for all of the AI tools that you use. Now, that includes Apple Intelligence. These are features built in privately and securely. You can think about that as a personal assistant for all of your Apple devices, and it works across your products. And it can help students with things like writing. It can help with the editing process. It can help to summarize. And then you can also use things like audio transcripts to take lecture notes and have them download and summarize directly to your devices. Also, AI popular tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, those work seamlessly on all Apple devices as well.
So what advice do you have for that first-time buyer who might be a little scared, that's looking to make a purchase that will last through the student's academic journey?
Yeah, great question. You want to think about this purchase as an investment that can really go the distance. Many students tell us that first device that they use, that's actually something that they take with them not only through college, but to their first job. And so you want to think about things, of course, durability is key, and that's going to come down to product design and the materials, the premium materials that are used. You want to think about performance, having enough storage and memory to really last, to be able to deal with large files and lots of things open at once. When you choose either a Mac or an iPad, these are both great great devices that have an incredible combination of all the things that I just mentioned. And so they're both great devices to take with you through college and beyond.
You know, and I want to know, because back to school is here before you know it, tell us about Apple's back to school offer and how families and educators can access education pricing.
Well, you may not know, but Apple actually has year-round education pricing, and that's on a variety of our products, including accessories and many of our services. And now, right now, with Back to School, we have a special offer, and with select Macs and iPads, you're actually going to get an additional $100 to $150 gift card that can be used for a future purchase. So you want to think about, do you want to add AirPods for your student to use throughout the day, or maybe Apple Pencil, and they can use that to annotate their iPad, taking notes, and another, many other fantastic uses that students use the Apple Pencil along with iPad for.
Amazing. Colleen, thank you for your expertise. If our viewers want to learn more information about what you talked about, where can they go?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said before, Apple retail stores are just fantastic places to come. If you have one that's local to you, please come down, talk with a specialist. They know everything about our products, and they're just ready to help you get the product that's suited exactly for you. If not, Apple online store is a great place to shop as well. And with the Apple online store, we actually have the Apple education store within our online store, and you'll be able to find out all the details about all the products and offers that I just mentioned.
Colleen Novielli, thank you so much for your expertise. Thank you so much, and happy back to school to everybody there at Apple.
Thanks, Jeremy. Great to see you again. See you soon.
Friends, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with movie news with the Lous right after this.
You're watching Ozarks First, Fox 49.
Heavenly Creations, your premier garden center in Bolivar. For the do-it-yourself gardener, we'll help you discover what you need to accomplish any project. 80% of our products are grown on location, ensuring fair and reasonable prices. Check our availability on the web. We make ordinary yards heavenly creations.
Have you suffered an injury at work and you're struggling to get the compensation you deserve? Don't worry, we're here to help you win your case. At the Ryan E. Murphy Law Firm, we specialize in workers' compensation. We'll fight for you. Call the Ryan E. Murphy Law Firm today.
Chris Cuomo.
I don't care about what party somebody's in. I just want to see the country do better.
Bringing us together.
Despite the rumors, we get along very well.
If we took this approach more often, people might start liking Congress again, Chris.
Cuomo on News Nation.
You're giving both sides an equal opportunity. That's what it's all about.
Another reason why News Nation is the fastest growing network in all of television.
I appreciate you making the case. You're both welcome here to do so in the future.
News Nation. News for all Americans.
I'm so satisfied with Menards. I love Menards.
You see her coming around the corner and it's like, ooh, we get to do something fun.
Melissa is a fantastic resource for anything paint. She can recommend the best product to use in any project that I have.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are. You're my go-to.
I just want to make sure that everyone gets the guest service that they want to when they come here to Menards.
Anybody that's looking for paint, go to Menards. Best paint counter in town.
Save big money at Menards.
Get 50% off labor this summer. Noticing cracks in your walls or uneven floors? These can be warning signs of foundation problems, and they won't fix themselves. Helitech provides expert foundation repair, waterproofing, crawl space solutions, and concrete leveling to help protect your home and restore stability. Relax more and worry less this summer. Schedule your free inspection today at helitechonline.com.
Heal your home with Helitech.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, November 11th, 8 p.m., the Mansion Theater for the Performing Arts.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at themansiontheater.com.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
We're talking about office/coworker pet peeves. People slurping, chewing, yawning, coughing, or sniffling.
You need a tissue? No? Then stop. You're like,
God! Watch 5 o'clock on Ozarks First Plus.
Heavenly Creations, your premier garden center in Bolivar. For the do-it-yourself gardener, we'll help you discover what you need to accomplish any project. 80% of our products are grown on location, ensuring fair and reasonable prices. Check our availability on the web. We make ordinary yards heavenly creations.
It's Friday, which means it's time for movie news with the Luz.
How exciting! I get to see Joey Powell. And I'm really embarrassed that I wasn't 100% sure you were here, and I have no animal print on.
Me neither. I feel bad.
No, you kind of do. This can pass.
That can pass. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm the.
That passes.
I'm the.
No, I'll let it slide this
lone
time.
ship.
Chris Luzader, though, I do want to tell you quickly, though. You'll be proud of me.
Oh, really?
Because I watched a movie yesterday. No, on Wednesday.
Why?
I saw a movie. I watched a movie Wednesday.
What was this?
The Devil Wears Prada 2 on Hulu.
You'd already seen it.
No, I did it, but I wasn't. I didn't want to pay the $26.99 rental fee, so I watched the Michael movie.
Oh,
because it was only $9.99.
Which is also a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you'd be proud of
So
yourself.
I am very proud of you.
You know why?
Didn't we see it together? Why were we
did.
watching it again?
Here's why. Because I've watched The Devil Wears Prada 1 on repeat. It's one of those movies you can always watch. I had to watch it again to see if it will be one of those movies.
Is it good?
That I can watch on repeat. Yes, although I found it much quicker on the rewatch than I did in theaters.
The first one has one of my favorite movie lines that I've been quoting. I am a systemic virus away from my ideal body weight.
Amen to that.
It's a great line.
That's a good one. Okay, sorry, I digress.
No, I mean, those are out for rental, by the way.
So
Michael and Devil Wears Prada 2. But I would wait a little bit longer and not pay that much, but that's just me, okay?
That's what I did.
You should have seen it on the big screen. Anyway, so what is on the big screen? People real excited about it, and it is Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and a very forgotten Peter Parker lives alone, full-time Spider-Man, you know, until there's some pressure. There is some pressure that triggers a dangerous change, and a powerful new enemy emerges. Tom Holland is back. This is the fourth.
Oh, wait, it's behind us now.
Excuse me, Spider-Man.
Look at that, Spidey.
Yeah, so Tom Holland is back, and can I say, well, I have a lot of things to say. I'll try to be organized about it. Zendaya also stars with him, and which they're adorable together, by the way. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man because he is the entire essence that I feel is like the youthful, vibrant, positive Spider-Man. I also liked Tobey Maguire, and not really in the middle did I like anyone.
I think Andrew Garfield's bipolar.
I know that Jeremy had a bad experience at the Critics' Choice with Andrew Garfield.
I'm just saying,
and
he was great to me one year. He was amazing one year.
He's outing it right now.
No, I'm just saying.
He's the one that dissed you.
Can I just digress to the Critics' Choice for just a second?
Go ahead.
Jeremy has had problems with not one, but probably 4 to 5 celebrities, and I have never had a bad experience. You decide if Jeremy's the problem. Okay, so back to Spider-Man. Here's what I think about Spider-Man. He is my favorite of all the superhero movies. So, you know, the superhero characters, I love him. And because Spider-Man, it just tries to do real good. And he always, you know, puts Spider-Man before Peter Parker, and therefore I loved it. I loved lots of things about it, but here's the slight problem I had. Okay, so I came off The Odyssey, which is an incredible movie made like pretty much no movie has ever been made before, with a lot of real and more practical effects. So then I jumped to Spider-Man, of which I love, but there's so much CGI when he's flying through and webbing through New York. I actually preferred it, like, so that stuff.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
But I like it more when it's like him and, you know, Zendaya, or him face to face with like David Banner or things like that. So I don't have to have all the computer generated things like that. It's fine, but it does leave a launching pad to some more Spider-Mans, maybe. I really can't say anything about it because I would be giving away some spoilers because there's some cameos. What do they mean? But I will say this also. There's a thing called post-credits. Like, you know, are they, like, after all the credits run, which, by the way, once you get to soundtracks, that's the last of the credits if you're in the movie, by the way, a little tip. And then there's usually like a setup for another Spider-Man. I did not find it worth it. It was one little thing, gave me no hint to anything in life, so I wouldn't wait for it, but if you're a purist, you're going to wait for it probably. So
wait, isn't the next Spider-Man? I heard that. What's his name? What's that guy's name?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland was talking about the next Spider-Man, like the new person. Is it going to be a new person, you think? Is Tom done?
I cannot say, Jeremy. I cannot confirm or deny what is happening.
Maybe there'll be
and also,
Spider Kids.
Also, I meant to say this at the very beginning. See, there's so much to say. Is that I'm not the comic book nerd. I don't know the multiverses. I don't know the things. I don't know all of that. So I just go in as this average movie lover who really likes Spider-Man. Okay, so I am not an intellectual Spider-Man knower.
Not a doctor of Spidey.
No.
So you can go in and watch the movie, and on its own, it's a good movie because you don't have to know all the backstory?
Right. I mean, I'm sure it's helpful when you're... Yeah. And I say comic book nerd lovingly because I have many a comic book, friend. And, so I say that lovingly.
Can I say, Chris Luzader, this is the first time you've talked about one movie and we're out of time.
What?
We're out of time. I'm so sorry. We're out of time.
I'm glad because then we can save it.
We'll save all the...
There's no more time to make fun of Jeremy? That's my favorite pastime.
I was gonna reenact my interaction with Tom Holland, but we don't have time for it.
Do it.
We'll be back with our friends from Roar Expo right after this. Next time you're on, I'm gonna reenact Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland.
Tom Schmidt on Ozarks First. First in weather, first for you.
At Stanton, for a limited time, kids get a free eye exam.
Penguins need clear vision. Kids do too.
Plus, glasses start at just $79. Made same day. Smart, simple. Stanton.
Tough enough to lead American soldiers in combat in Iraq. Smart enough to keep us safer by locking away criminals as a federal prosecutor. Battle-tested conservative Bill Hardwick is running for state senate for the right reason.
Yeah, the state has got to spend less money than it takes in. A family household's got to balance their budget. The state has got to balance their budget and just be good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars.
Battle-tested conservative Bill Hardwick for state senate, the 100% pro-life, pro-Second Amendment defender of liberty.
It's time to transform your home with Pella Windows and Doors. We have windows or doors for any home and every budget. Come visit our showroom or schedule your in-home appointment today at 448 West Battlefield or visit PellaSpringfield.com.
The idea of fear in media has been around forever. What kind of things do scare you?
The Exorcist is a movie. When I first saw it,
classic.
That whole story is based on something that did happen.
Jaws did it for me when I was a kid. I was so afraid of taking a shower that a shark would go through the plumbing and eat me.
On some level, some of that makes sense. So.
Watch the Rabbit Hole Report on Ozarks First Plus. Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
Saddle up for this year's 18th annual Cattle Barons Ball, where you can experience live performances by the band Cherry and James, enjoy great food from top chefs around the Springfield area, and ride a mechanical bull. You can also score amazing items and experiences through the silent and live auctions, where all the proceeds go towards supporting the American Cancer Society. This year's theme is American Rodeo. Don't miss out on this event on October 10th. Scan the QR code to learn more and register.
A fun show today. We're going to talk NFL playoffs. This is not betting advice. You will lose money if you listen to me. We're talking college football championship.
Parity is great for sports, no matter the sport.
A couple of big baseball moves. We're going to be bringing in the outfield fences 10 feet at Kauffman Stadium. Our first ever Put Me in Coach Challenge.
Who runs for fun? This is terrible. Yeah. And I'll see you next week. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Put Me in Coach on Ozarks First Plus. Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
At Stanton, our progressive lenses are digital, customized for you. All distances, one lens. Get 2 progressives plus a free eye exam for just $175. Smart, simple, Stanton.
Bailey Stroll on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
Guys, can you believe it? The Roar Expo 2026 is tomorrow, and I feel like we were just all here.
We're already here.
I know. It's been a year.
It's already been a year.
I mean, I know you were here last week, Macy, but again, the Roar Expo, it's roaring back. is what it's doing.
That was
What
well,
they did there.
well done. Maybe Jeremy needs to be doing this. That's good. That's good. Yeah. No, we're pumped. I'll just start off by saying this is it's tomorrow, guys. So if you're like, hey, I need to do something with the family, or I want something to do just with my spouse or my significant other or whatnot, and I just want to come have some fun, you got to come to the Roar Expo. It's in Republic at the Republic Community Center from 3 to 7 tomorrow. And what we're going to have is we're going to have outdoor vendors, indoor vendors, and I'll let Jeremy take care of the conversation today. But it's really exciting. We've got a completely free event with so much to do to showcase our local businesses, but give back to the community and through so many ways.
So I was going to ask, if somebody's never been, the purpose is to introduce the community, not just Republic, but our surrounding areas, to the businesses in Republic?
Yeah. So a lot of times people can say, oh, Business Expo, that's boring. I'm not going to bother going. Well, what we did is we flipped it on its head about 6 years ago, where we said, hey, we want anyone and everyone there. I've got 3 kids myself. Everyone here understands, family understands that we want business to be fun and looked at, and we want you guys to patronize what we have to offer the community. And so we flipped it on its head and made it a community event where we offer free haircuts, live music, free food samples, school supplies, and then basically what I've done here is brought some people with us that are going to be adding to the event, and we're just really excited. You guys got to come. The Aquatic Center is going to be free. We've got bounce houses. We've got a dunk tank. We've got a clown that's going to be making balloons for kids. And it's going to be a fun, loud event that you guys get to come and check out our businesses. And at the same time, we get to give back to you. We're going to be giving up to 500 backpacks away for free as well. We've got a petting zoo that's going to be there. So you need to bring the family or bring just friends and just come hang out and just enjoy the festivities.
It's going to be so much fun. You're looking at photos from last year. Oh, there's the tiger.
There's the tiger.
There's the tiger, Republic tiger. Let's get to some of the businesses. I'm glad you brought some people just so the viewers can get an idea of the different types, including Heather Jenkins CPA. Good to see you.
Nice.
You're ready for back to school.
Yes, we're promoting that. We know that all the parents are excited that the school's getting ready to start, maybe some of the kids. So at Jenkins, we're full service bookkeeping, tax, marketing, insurance company. So with us being there this year, what we're hoping to do is you get $100 for every new booking with us. So that's, so we want to do something extra and special, and hey, come do something, even though tax season's a long way away.
And I want to add that Heather and Jenkins CPA is the event sponsor. So they're investing back in the community. And a lot of the stuff you're going to see for free tomorrow is on the backs of Jenkins CPA. So we're so thankful for her and her business. Yep.
Very nice.
And then Levi Grant. We both were just talking about how much we love coffee.
I love Black Lab coffee.
With Case, yes. We got Case
Case.
Howard here. Yes.
My name's Case Howard. I own Black Lab Coffee Company. We've been a part of this for 6 years, 7 years now. So it's an amazing event, guys. Bring your kids. We'll caffeinate them. I'll be in the dunk tank. I'll be in the dunk tank from 5 to 5:45. Let's see how good you are.
That's good.
It's a good time, guys. Bring your kids and hang out.
Case, I just thought of something. You incorporated 2 of Joey and I's favorite things.
I know.
An animal, a dog,
and coffee.
Yeah, so
it is truly the best.
We named it after our Black Lab Diesel. That's where the name came from. So we're dog themed. Bring your dog if you want and can hang out with them. But all of our drinks are named after dogs. We have a Golden Doodle, a Scooby Doo, a Snoopy, a Black Lab, of course. We just have a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. And Levi Grant, owner of The Big Slice.
Right.
Yeah, we're probably one of the newer restaurants out here in Republic, so we're excited to be at the expo. It's our first time ever there. And so we'll be out there passing out samples. We'll have a variety of all different kinds of pizzas, garlic knots, pinwheels, and just a variety of everything.
Can I ask a stupid question?
What you got?
New York style pizza.
Yes, sir.
Give me the definition.
It's a big foldable pizza. You have the big grease running down your sides, and
I know it well.
It's full. Is the big
our normal
thing?
pizzas? Okay. Our normal slice pizzas are 21-inch pizzas. So we have giant pizzas. Fold them in half. It's just 8 big slices. Goes across your whole paper plate. It's
good.
And just chow it.
That is New York. That reminds me of my time going there at 3 in the morning, because you can get pizza anytime. Anytime. And the grease was running down my arm. You fold it over.
Big taco.
That's good.
That's exciting. They're all going to be there, plus so many more. You have so many vendors coming tomorrow.
Well, we've got 100+ businesses that are going to be there. And this is the first year we've done outdoor vendors also. So we'll have a bunch of food trucks, about a bunch of outdoor vendors, similar to like a farmer's market feel as well too, crafts and different food samples and whatnot. And then what's going to happen is you're going to walk in and you're going to start to see all these businesses as well be represented with free school supplies, giveaways, like I said, free haircuts. We've got different events going on. We've got plenty of selfie booths to have a good time. Like I said, Bounce Houses, Aquatic Center if you go through and see off the passport a certain amount of businesses, you'll get a free bracelet to the Aquatic Center, which is open from 4 to 7 specifically for attendees. And yeah, I wanted to bring these guys on because these are just a sample of what the kind of people that we're going to have there. And these guys are giving back also through food samples and through school supplies. So we're excited about that.
Amazing. So tomorrow, 3 to 7 in Republic. You don't want to miss it. You're going to meet these amazing people. There's the information on the screen right there. You don't want to miss it. Macy, always good to see you. Great to see you guys. Thanks for helping our community. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Jeremy.
And I'll be at Republic Chevrolet later today.
Okay.
Just letting you know I'll be in Republic. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. More fun coming up right after this. I was like, I will actually be there later. So.
Matt Hefner on Ozarks First. First in weather, first for you.
It's more than a piano. It's music lessons, birthday parties, and countless family memories, now safely tucked away, awaiting Nana's new home. It's more than a piano, and we're more than a truck.
Amendment 5, the politicians' tax shift scheme, hits seniors and those struggling financially hardest, with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and rent, and allows tripling of sales taxes on necessities like groceries, prescription medicines, and even gas, with up to 80% of Missourians paying more in taxes. That's why 5 kills your right to vote on new taxes, and Amendment 4 destroys your power to do anything about it. Vote no on their 4 and 5. Keep citizens in charge.
Springfield, Missouri will forever be known as the birthplace of Route 66 after a lot of discussion and a famous telegram sent from the Queen City.
They all met at the Colonial Hotel, and then just out of the blue, this solution of 66 came up.
That telegram didn't plot the route, but it solidified the Mother Road's name.
Everybody really enjoyed it, liked the name of it, liked the look of it, so that's the way it came.
This Ozarks First look at Route 66 is sponsored by Aaron Sachs and Associates.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, Hank?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out. Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about. Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Sports are more than the final score. They're the stories that bring the Ozarks together. That's why Ozarks First is expanding local sports coverage across every platform. From Missouri State and local colleges to Friday Night Lights and Hometown Heroes, you'll find more highlights, more behind-the-scenes access, and more of the athletes and coaches who make our communities proud. Watch on Color 10, Fox 49, OzarksFirst.com, and the Ozarks First Plus app. Ozarks First Sports. Always local. Always putting the Ozarks first.
For Brittany, it's more than a move. It's a new city. It's a new role. It's a brand new horizon that's hers for the taking. It's more than a move, and we're more than a truck.
Canines for Camo rescues dogs from shelters, rehabilitates inmates, and helps veterans carry on with their lives for free.
There's a lot of times when you're disabled and you're by yourself or you're out running errands by yourself, it can feel kind of nervous or nerve-wracking that you don't have somebody that's looking out for your best interest around you. She does that.
Veterans, please go to our website. We need you to apply. For more information, go to caninesforcamo.org.
All right, friends, we're so happy to see our new friend Sue Wurtzema with Carson's Nurseries and Carson's Greenhouse and Gifts. And I'm telling you, the time we were having before we go on air, if that's any indication,
it's gonna be fun.
We're gonna have a good time.
Excited.
Sue, good to see you.
You too. Thanks for having me on this morning.
It's gonna be cool.
Yes.
So what are we gonna be doing today?
Okay, so we are going to be making a terrarium, which is basically an enclosed ecosystem. Very, very cool in the plant world. So I've basically brought everything that we have in our terrarium bar in our potting shed at Carson's Greenhouse and Gifts.
Okay, so how do we even get started?
This kind of looks like it would be hard to kill.
Exactly. I was going to ask, do you guys have green thumbs?
No.
How's that look?
Mine's this color. I have a brown thumb.
I like to think I have a green thumb.
Sure.
I love my garden.
You do have a green thumb.
Okay, so where do we start?
Okay, so we're gonna start with a base layer of rocks. This is gonna be our water.
See, Joe, I'm gonna put you in the middle,
Okay.
Joey. I want you to do this. You need to do this.
Oh, I get to do the craft.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with a couple of these rocks, and you can just scoop your
just
hand
scoop
in
them in there?
Yep,
Okay.
and we're just gonna cover the bottom layer just so it has an even.
So I don't need all
layer.
the rocks.
Right. Looking good, looking good.
All right.
Very
I'm just gonna move
nice.
this slightly out of the way so the camera can get it.
Now this is to aerate, isn't it? Is it so the water can get through?
Exactly. So the water, we want it all to pool into
want
the
more?
bottom. That looks about good right there.
Okay.
And so then we don't want the water sitting in the soil because then you get root rot and it's just not a good ordeal.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna go in with our smaller rocks. We just call it gravel. I can switch out right here.
Now, if I call that pea gravel, is that okay?
Yeah, you can call it pea gravel. It's kind of a mix of our black and white. I kind of just brought a mix for this specific terrarium to kind of bring out the white or lighter green in this specific plant.
So is it more aesthetic than actually having a purpose?
Exactly.
Well,
it's
it looks
just
good.
another, yeah, exactly. Another
like salt and
layer
pepper.
to the water as
Salt and
well.
pepper.
It does.
Yeah. Perfection.
Oh.
Without the scoop.
Without the scoop. Okay. Is that good?
Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna add our layer of charcoal, and this might get your hands a
charcoal?
little black, so
be
make
careful,
sure to
Jen.
not touch it too much.
All right.
And this is going to
do
filter
this.
our water through there and kind of just, it's like a water filtration system. basically.
So that's like you see the charcoal tabs you can put in your dog's water or in all kinds of water. That's charcoal toothpaste. That
Right.
really is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good way to think about it. I've never connected the dots before.
I never have either. I didn't even know you did it in
Like, I
plants.
love
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks about good. And then we are going to go in with our soil, and you can use that big
Oh,
piece
soil?
over
Okay,
there.
I'll do the
yeah,
soil.
you got this.
Okay, how much soil do I need, though?
So not a ton of soil, but just enough to cover these roots. I'd say that's probably
That's
about
probably
good
good?
right
Yeah,
there.
okay.
A trick to this too, what I like to do is dig a little hole in the middle, so when I go to put my plants in there, I can just plop the roots down, and they're gonna grow down and out instead of just sitting on top of it. So I'm gonna dig this terrarium plant out of here.
So
getting
cute.
it dirty. And I'm gonna kind of rub these roots down so they can kind of spread out in our terrarium once we have it planted.
That's a great idea.
And this one, we have enclosed ones and we have non-enclosed ones. Like this one is just a little bit too tall, so I think I'm gonna make this one non-enclosed.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yes.
Look at that. Good job. You did it,
We
Joey.
did it. We
Green
did.
thumb.
We have a couple more if you want to do a couple more steps. It's up to
Okay,
you.
what's the other?
Okay.
As we talk about it, can you talk about the event you have coming up?
Yes, absolutely. So our first one, you can go ahead and put a decorative layer of sand in there. Now you're just customizing. And I've got this little plant buddy here for you as well. That goes on top. And then there's some decorative moss in there as well. But yes, we have our back to school bash coming up this next week. It's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You're going to join us for 3 days of fun. Happy Standard Apparel Co. will be there. They're going to have 30% off of all of their t-shirts, hats. They're gonna have hundreds of decals that you can just press, pick the color of your shirt, pick the size, and that's gonna be a really, really fun ordeal. Along with our back to school bash, we've got our outdoor movie series coming up. And this is actually this next Friday. It is an immersive movie experience, and we are watching The Goonies.
Love
Have
that
you guys
movie.
seen Goonies?
Love
Okay,
the
good.
Goonies.
That'd be fun.
Yes, we're gonna have some themed snacks, themed drinks. We're gonna have some photo ops, and I think Haley, our event coordinator, had even mentioned we are gonna have walk the plank for some younger kids. So I'm very excited about that event. That should be really fun, and we have several surprises on that movie night as well.
Oh,
so
fun.
we've also got, and I added the little goose in here too for our goose painting party.
Look at him.
Yes.
You're a goose?
Goose painting
Okay, that's not
party.
what I thought you
Yes.
said. I thought you said goose poop party.
Yes.
Goose painting party right there, August 9th.
Thank you.
So this is going to be painting your. You know how the porch geese are so popular right now.
Yeah.
Well, these are going to be 5-inch porch geese, and we're going to be painting them. And we have Lucy Goosey's Glam Boutique makes custom geese clothes for these porch geese. They are adorable. So you get to customize your very own goose.
Amazing.
They are a big fan
If
right
people
now.
want more information about everything with Carson's, how do they get in touch with you?
www.carsonsnurseries.com. That's the best way to do it.
Amazing.
How'd we-
Sue,
how'd
thank
we
you.
do?
It's
Yes.
amazing. It's
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
Now let's take a look at today's weather with Tom.
All right, a lot of fun things to do out there, a lot of indoor things, and today's an indoor day. So is tomorrow, frankly. Looking at the satellite and radar, we have rain showers, a few non-severe storms rumbling this morning, mostly north of I-44. This is wave 1. Wave 2 moves in for the afternoon. Wave 2, with a cold front, will find some strong to severe weather after 4 p.m. Looking at Futurecast, whatever's left of wave 1 moves south and east of the area. By noon, we're dry. We'll catch several hours of dry time. We'll say noon to about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. After 4 o'clock, the cold front slices through, and we'll find another round of rain and thunderstorms from about 4 p.m. to about midnight from near I-44, working its way to the south and east. Some of those could be strong to severe. Otherwise, today in the 90s and 80s. Tonight, 60s. Tomorrow, gloomy and 70s. Hour 2 of Unscripted continues next.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality assures value. Our people make the difference.
Time for adventure, experiences, laughter, and joy. Time for family and friends. Time for creating memories and unforgettable moments along the way. Time to reflect, honor, and enjoy. Yes, time to discover and explore the beauty that surrounds us year-round. And time to leave behind the daily to-dos and focus on what's really important. Pink Jeep Tours Branson, it's time to explore with us. Call today and book your guided tour and off-road adventure.
I'm on my way. Should I bring something?
Nah, man, I got it covered. I got the screens, I got the games, got 2 grills going.
You win the lottery or what?
Nah, my family switched to T-Mobile and we saved like $1,000 when we bundled our phone lines with internet.
So you did win the lottery.
Here to bring what matters together. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle 4 phone lines with the fastest 5G home internet. And your price won't go up for the next 5 years.
Ozarks, thank you. Because of your support of this year's St. Jude Dream Home giveaway, together we've raised more than $1.3 million.
Those funds will help St. Jude continue providing life-saving treatment and support for children and families right here in the Ozarks, and families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food.
From all of us at Acura Springfield and St. Jude, thank you for helping bring hope to kids and families